Jared Polin, FronosPhoto.com here with the Nikon D500. Now, I didn't think we'd ever see a replacement to the D300s, but this is it. They skipped the 4 to call it the D500 to match the technology that they're putting in the D5. So this is a preview. Let's run down the specs and tell you what I think about it and who I think it's for. Right off the rip, price-wise, under $2,000. Well, $1,999.99 puts it in an interesting price point. You're gonna have to decide, do you want a full frame camera or do you want to pick up something just like this? 20.9 megapixel DX CMOS sensor with no OLPF, where the D5 still has the OLPF, this does not. We're doing 10 frames a second in RAW, which is obviously a good thing. ISO 100 to 51,200 natively, that's something to keep in mind. But remember, with a smaller sensor, the higher ISOs start to give you a little more trouble, so keep that one in mind. You have expandable on low 1 to 50 to high 1 to 1,640,000 ISO. If you're shooting that, it's going to look worse than Swiss cheese. Probably. Don't shoot me, guys, for saying that, but we don't know because I haven't shot it yet to see it. Now, touchscreen. We have a touchscreen right here. This is the same touchscreen that you'll find in the D5, and it rotates like this, up, down, out, like this. Touchscreen is something that I have been wanting to see in a pro camera for a while. I loved it in the D5500. It makes certain things and functions much easier to get to because even though you have a lot of buttons on the outside to get to, you can still get the functions quickly by touching the screen. And I will tell you that this feels less flimsy than the D750's pull-out articulating screen. It doesn't rotate all the way around, it just rotates this way. So I need to cut in here real quick because I made a mistake. I discovered something that isn't as good as I expected it to be, which is the touchscreen is only usable as a touchscreen when you're reviewing or zooming in on the image. I can't change the function mode. I can't change the menu settings with the touchscreen, which is it's not very good. I hope they fix that in the future, but that's one thing I wanted to point out because I was super excited to be able to touch the functions, but I can't do that in the menu system. Let's get back to the video. It has the same focusing system as the D5, which means 153 focus points edge to edge, 99 cross type, 55 selectable. You do have a 1.3x crop mode. I don't ever recommend shooting in that. If you really want to crop later, then do that. But you have full 153 focus points covering, blanketing the entire screen right here. Let's smell it. Very Mystic Unicorn smell. I go with Mystic Unicorn because we never thought that we would see something like this. It does 4K video, but get this, it's the first Nikon that will do 2959 because it does file break for you at 4 gigs at a pop, and then you can go from there. 4K video. Something very interesting, 2 different cards. No, they don't have 2 SD cards. No, they don't have 1 SD card. No, they don't have 2 XQD cards. They have 1 XQD slot and 1 SD slot. So again, 2 different cards, but if you're doing 4K video and you're shooting fast, you're gonna love what the XQD offers you. You just have to spend a little more money to get those cards right now. Moving on, you will notice no flash. No more Poppy McPopperson flash here in a camera like this. Some people will be upset, but Nikon probably wants you to buy an SB5000 to put on the top. We have NFC, we have Wi-Fi, and we have low power Bluetooth, which means when it comes and connects to PicBridge, you'll be able to transfer files with this thing off in pretty low, not a lot of battery consumption to get it over to your phone and get it out into the world. Battery looks to be the same as all of the other Nikon batteries that you would find. This is an ENEL15, so if you already have D7200s, I broke it. I didn't break it. I almost broke. I didn't break it. It wasn't me. That is pretty much it, guys. Who wants this camera? Is it a backup camera to a professional? I don't know, that's up to you to determine if that's for you. Will you go full frame or will you go with something like this? This is pretty darn powerful. Great for concerts, great for people that want to get action sports and shoot 10 frames a second. It's a pretty action-packed camera that we didn't expect to see, but it's here. Is it for you? Let me know. Jared Polin, FronosPhoto.com. See ya. So if you like that video and you'd like to see more in the future, including all real-world reviews, including the ones that I do of this camera, well, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right here to be notified when new videos go live.